But I was the weirdest thing is the last few weeks I've been trying to figure out what is this sadness I have. And I feel like it's grief. Like I've been grieving something that I've held on to for so long and now it's out in the world.
You're listening to Skip Intro with me, Krista Smith.
Okay, so The Jasmine.
Yeah.
This is, now keep me honest on this, but from what I read, this was the first screenplay you ever wrote in 1995, right?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
1995.
that's right. That's right. I was moved seeing an August Wilson play, well, half of it, because I had to sneak in at intermission, so I couldn't afford to get in. And when the people would come out and smoke and the patrons would go back in, I'd go back in with them and see the second half. And I had a chance to meet him at an after party at a little cafe, rainy night in Georgia. I can't make this up. And he was extremely encouraging. I thought it was 7 guitars, but I think it may have been 2 trains running. One show I saw of his that really moved me, and he was really inspiring. Yeah.
And so then you're just like, okay, I'm gonna write this.
Yeah. Went home and started writing, and these characters started speaking to me. I just, he said his name was Bayou. That's how they talk to me. I'm Bayou, and that's Leanne. And growing up in New Orleans, walking from end to end of Bourbon Street, every kind of music was represented there. So that was the soundtrack for my life. So as I'm writing this at the time, jazz is everywhere, in my mind. And that's how it all came to be. For a very long time, I was very worried about the bottom line because as I knew that as a creator, you don't get many flops, and to try take a risk at a period piece was very difficult, especially many years ago. And then add to that, being a Black man in the business, my chances of success after having a string of flops was a lot less. So I wanted to focus on the right time. So I held it as I was focusing on the things that would work and grow the business. And I held it and I held it and I held it. And then as of late, watching this assault on American history, Black American history, banning of books, the watering down and trying to homogenize slavery, all of those things have really spoken to me. And I thought, now's the time to tell this story because these kind of things happen very often and nobody talked about it.
Well, the movie's fantastic. I mean, you have such a breadth of experience and diversity in the things that you've done. I mean, what do you think differentiates you from other filmmakers?
That's a very good question. I tell you, I think that the thing that's making people have tremendous success, be it in streaming or on, online or social media, it's a connection with an audience. And from day one, I've had a tremendous connection with my audience, with my base, and I super serve them. So they've been extremely supportive, which has allowed me to have the space to say yes to certain things and no to certain things and walk away to certain deals when they didn't feel right. And all of that is something that unfortunately a lot of creators don't have. And I think that if more people had that level of control and that level of support behind them, we would see much, much more creative ideas out there that aren't cut and pasted and edited by studios and other execs, and the audience never sees what the actual artist wanted it to be. So it's been my audience that has put me here for sure.
But this is different. This is not maybe what people come to expect.
Yeah.
From
I don't know if it's a departure or if it's a return to the original thought. Right. But yeah, no, it's totally different. And I don't know what that means for many people. If they could sometimes it's hard for people to shift their thought process when it comes to a certain thing. Like if you have your lane, that's your lane. But my hope is that people would just be open to the story and the movie and just let go, let it speak to and through you. And as it did me, and I'm hoping that that's what happens here. Yeah.
What do you hope your audience takes away from Jasmine?
I want, if people walk away with the experience of just seeing a great film, then that's it. That's it. There's nothing in the subtext, there's nothing that I'm trying to say deeper than, did it move you? And if it inspires someone to actually look at some of the history of what has happened in this country, if people will walk away with it with just a curiosity of what really happened in this country, then that would be awesome.